Hey, welcome in, guys. I am making fishing lures. Good morning, Ronio. How you doing there? Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Got somewhat caught up on orders. I need a lot of heads. Thought I'd go ahead and get ahead of the game. Let's see there. Hello there, Lil 367. Hey there, Mark. Morning, everybody. I'm going to be pretty much just spending all day pouring heads. We need a lot of heads. Need a lot of heads. So today, if everything goes well, I'm just going to pour heads all day. And then I'm going to spend probably all day tomorrow painting heads. I don't know if I'll be tying any tomorrow. Depends if I get orders in, so. I've been kind of fortunate the last couple of orders that came in. Last night, we had everything in stock. So this next week, it's going to be, if I don't get a tackle store order, I'm just going to be rebuilding stock. Yep, welcome in, everybody. So that's what I'm working on right there. Last night, Wayman won the Ninja Pole. Good morning. Hey, Elizabeth. Yeah, how's it going? Good morning, everybody. Eating and watching, yeah. Here we go. Grab me some more coffee here. Yeah, we got a cold front coming in. We got a cold front coming in. Hey there, Seaton. How's it going there, buddy? Hey there, Duck. How you doing there, Duck Gamer? Welcome in, guys. How's everybody doing? Just chilling before work, yeah. Frost on your windshield? Oh man. Sunny Florida. Yeah, we're gonna get down into the teens tonight again. Then tomorrow is gonna be like 35 degrees. Super cold. 19 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty cold there, Ruben. Do you think I should get some soft plastic molds for crappie? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's up to you. Do you go fishing for crappie? If you do, I would say get a mold. A lot of the stuff that I buy, I use it, you know. A lot of the stuff I pour, I'll use them. You know, you don't want to get something you don't really use. You want to enjoy what you make too. Yeah, if you're going to go into business, you're going to be your own best, you know, your own best promoter. Unless you get some superstar promoter out there, but there aren't that many of them out there. Uh-oh. Get the camera back over here. Yeah, I mean, you gotta fish them to know how your plastic's doing. You don't want to make a bunch of crappie jigs, you know, plastics, if you don't know how they're going to work. You know, sometimes plastics are too soft. Sometimes they're too brittle. That one broke off. Where did that one go? I guess I'll find when I'm cleaning them. Oh, there it went. It came over here. Yeah, you don't want to be making batches of plastics, because you got to check if you're going to sell lures. You're going to make sure that they don't have bubbles in them. yeah, to make sure you're using the right kind of plastic too, because the same plastic that goes into bass lures is not the same plastic that goes into crappie in most cases. But with the creature baits, oh yeah, you know how to use them. Yeah, I mean, it's the same with the crappie baits. You got to know how to fish them, and yeah, everything that I make, you know, I end up, you know, using it. But I mean, I don't know where, you know, some people they live on a lake that people don't crappie fish. You know, I live between a bunch of lakes up here, so we got a lot of crappie fishermen. If you live in a retirement community, odds are you're going to have more crappie fishermen than you are bass fishermen. That one good. Come on, break off there. Yeah, because it's usually the younger people that are bass fish. I don't want to keep having a bunch of misses here. But that's all up to you. You know, you got to make your own decisions on those things. You know. Yeah. And some people live close to a bass lake where the majority of people bass fish there, and then some people live on a lake that there's just a lot of crappie fishing there. And a lot of times it's who you know too. If a lot of your friends are bass fishermen, and those are going to be your, you know, your friends are going to be your closest, you know, your I say your best customers, I guess. Don't make the mistake of giving away a lot of stuff. You don't want to be giving away a lot of stuff. Yeah, pick and choose who you think's going to use your bait. It's going to tell people about your products, because if you got, you know, you got a lot of people out there, 9 times out of 10, you know, if someone's going to be giving free baits, you know, they're going to, they're just happy to get free baits, and they won't ever promote you or anything. But it's good you're starting out young. I mean, I only got a few years left in this tank here. I don't know how many miles I got left in me. Then again, I could be like a Fay Riley who ends up pouring till he's like almost 90 years old. You know a lot in Iowa? Yeah. And what are you doing home right now? You're not in school. You should be in school. Are you a homeschooler? Or do you go to school just 4 days a week? Oh, you're a homeschooler. Okay, well, good. We homeschooled our kids when they were younger. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, stay right there. And half of Sunday for church, yep. Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. Oh, okay. Well, good. You go to church. We do too. We got the post office lady here. She may need me to help her. Hey, Carol, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
I got a lot of stuff here for you.
I see that.
No boxes today for me?
No boxes.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Are you going to need help carrying them out?
No, I think I can probably get it.
Let me see. Did I get any money in?
You know what? I don't even know what you have.
Oh, that's okay.
No.
No money?
You got junk.
Got junk.
You
Yeah,
got
sure
all
did.
junk today.
What kind of junk is
Okay,
this?
I'm going to try this.
Oh, it's for Stephanie.
Scanner in my pocket so I don't have to worry about carrying that.
You got 2 tubes today.
What's
Yep.
in the shorter one?
A banner.
Oh, a banner?
Yeah. We're sending out to Florida to one of the tackle stores.
Ah.
You sure you're going to get it? You need me to help you?
No, I think I can get it on.
I'm on YouTube this morning.
Hey.
We got...
What are you doing? Oh, you're filling your
Yep.
things. I was like, what is he doing?
I'm filling cavities. That's what I'm doing. Filling cavities.
Well, glad I don't have any. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow.
Yep, and you're off on Monday.
Monday, yep. I'll be off Monday and then I'll be off Thursday.
Oh, Thursday too?
Yeah, because I'm working tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be my day off. But there was a girl that needed off. She went to Florida to see her dad.
Oh, yeah.
Who's from Peru.
Oh, yeah?
He's visiting her sister in Florida, so she went to see him.
Well, that's a good trip.
So I was nice and worked for her. Gonna work for her tomorrow.
Oh, don't be too nice.
No, because Lord knows they ain't nice to me.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right, thank you. Let's see here. Hey there, women. Not a nibble, not a nibble. Not even a dribble of a nibble. Not even a dribble of a nibble. Man, I wouldn't do good out in this cold. I'm a fair-weathered fisherman these days. I am a summertime. I like the summertime more than wintertime. The fishing's better in the wintertime if you could stand the cold. Need that new rod too? Yeah. You know what, Wayman? I just forgot something here. I didn't know if you wanted me to sign that rod, but I didn't sign it. I forgot to sign it. Some of the people recently have been wanting me to sign the rod. Hey there, Pan. Oh, is that panfish? No, okay, that's not panfish. Oh, you need the new rod. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's you there. I thought that was Wayman there talking. Yep. Yep, we're going to be giving away another one here in a couple weeks. Alvy won the jigs last night. Him and, oh, I can't remember the fella's name. Is it Tim Hilf? I cannot remember his name, his first name. His last name is Hilf. I feel bad for not remembering it. I like everything autographed. Oh, okay. I'll try to remember the next time. I almost accidentally put the 7-foot rod in the tube. I had to remember. Oh, he wanted the 4-footer. They are good rods. I like them. They're lightweight. You can catch big fish on them. Hey, Jody, how you doing? Oh, James put in an order. You guys can save 10% if you use Pontoon 10. Pontoon 10 will save you 10%. Also, Cool Cat with a K will save you 10% on jigs. We only have the jigs on those codes. So when Pontoon Jody goes fishing the next time, she can share out her coupon code. Pontoon 10. And then James too. James could share out Cool Cat 10 with the K. Doing good, good. It's been cold. Is it cold where you're at? It's cold here. It's about, oh, I'd say about 40 degrees right now. You guys make sure to pick up Pontoon Jody there, guys. She puts a bunch of videos up, and she does live streaming too. Her and Mr. Cool Cats Fishing, Mr. James Fonseca. Oh, you're welcome. We decided to add the codes, some codes back on. I'll give myself a code here again sometime, but we know you guys do a lot of live streaming, and you guys are always friendly to the channel. And we got somebody in their truck here. Oh, I know what that is. Hey! Oh, good. Here, bring that over here. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. You too, buddy. Yeah, we got people coming here all the time. Hey there, Remington. Let's see. I don't think I asked, but Ruben, what is the biggest fish I've ever caught on my jigs? It's about a 10, 15 pound flathead catfish on my jigs. Yep. Hey there, Josh. Yeah, we just had a delivery. It wasn't the delivery I really wanted, but I like what they sent me, though. The biggest crappie is about a 3.5 pound crappie. The biggest goldfish I've ever caught, like a 1.5, 2 pound goldfish. That was a long time ago. Before, I think I said think. Oh yeah, I did. I acknowledge that. I appreciate that. Yep. Yep, I see it right there. Pontoon Judy. Thank you, Ruben. Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh yes, I told him to get some smaller ones to see if that would trigger a bite. I noticed the crappie fishermen were catching them. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think I threw some extras in there for you guys too. So on the extras, make sure he shares with you. Okay. Make sure he shares. I don't know if you guys share lures with each other or not, but no, I appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome. I enjoy watching you guys fish. guys keep it pretty entertaining. Will be the ones we always might buy been too big. Yeah, some smaller ones. Now I would always recommend putting a drop shot weight or putting one of the larger lures on the bottom, and then string it up. You know, the 16ths or the 32nds. You know, higher. You need some weight to get it out there though. But then again, I don't know how. You know, sometimes we catch. Sometimes when we're brim fishing or perch fishing, we don't have to cast that far. But maybe that'll trigger the bite a little easier. That'll be good. Those spinner baits, they do work really good for catching bait. A lot of times I'm catching like white bass, and I'll use white bass for cut bait. And those spinner baits work really good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people out there that do saltwater fish with their lures, they're using like a drop shot sinker on the bottom. But I always put the heavier weight on the bottom, because when you cast it out, it'll you know, your line won't get all tangled up. This is what I'm doing right here. Making some of those. Those would be turned into hand-tied lures. Hand-tied lures. Yeah, happy weekend. How's it going, Mr. Stardust? Is it freezing cold where you're at? I know Ronyo had a windshield on his windshield. He had frost on his Florida windshield. They got the spillway opened up at our dam here. I don't know why, but I don't think our lake level has risen much. But they decided to release some water. Let's see, chili. It could not be bad as it could be. Yep. Could always be worse. Could always be worse. I'm still trying to figure out my phone when I do these short videos. So I've been filming it in the last one I did in 4K, and it seemed to be more sharper than all the other videos that I've been doing lately. Getting ready for spring, yep. Yeah, we're going to be in the teens tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to be like 30, 35 degrees tomorrow. We got a cold front coming in today. As if it weren't already cold. There's a slight chance of snow tonight. That tells me the people up there in Kansas are going to be getting snow. We got to do a lot of heads today. I got to do a bunch of pill heads today. We are almost out of pill heads. Yep, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. Make sure to do so. Hey there, Adam. I usually watch Cover Man Jigs, but definitely be watching this channel as well. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of late night live streams anymore. I used to a few years back, but not as much these days. I used to go live till like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. But in the past year or so with my back injury, it just pains me to be working that late. Sometimes I have to work late, but a lot of times I won't live stream. But no, I do this quite a bit. These here are 1/32 ounce. These are on a number 6 Mustad. Today's going to be just pouring. I'm going to be pouring all day because we just got through shipping out about 3,000 or 4,000 jigs this last week. We shipped out a bunch of lures this week. These are going to be hand-tied lures here. So if you're just coming in brand new, I make stuff that looks like that. I make stuff that looks like that. I make stuff that looks like that. I even do fin clips too, guys. We do fin clips for tournament anglers. Those are belly weights, fin clips there. We do things like that too. Tying and listening. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll be pouring all day, so I'll try to keep it somewhat interesting. Also, make sure to pick me up on TikTok Facebook, Instagram. But I'm pretty easygoing, and a lot of times I try to answer the questions. There's some things like on that I can't answer, and it's basically because it's business, you know. But a lot of times I do answer a lot of questions. We do also sell fly tying material. We sell thread, chenille, feathers, fly tying tools, scissors, bobbins, whip finishers, vices. We also sell the Peak rotary vise. And man, do we sell a bunch of them. We still got a few of those Peak rotary vices in stock. We'll have some more coming in the next week or two. A couple of years ago, we were the top selling Peak dealer in Oklahoma. We outsold Cabela's and Bass Pro. that's how many vices we were selling. Let's see. Ah, well, thank you there, Remington. Uh-oh. That one fell on the floor. That one fell on the floor. Again, I do thank everybody for coming in. I've been waiting for the lead police to come in here. Usually we get lead police coming in here, telling me how dangerous it is to pour lead, how I'm hurting the environment. But I am pouring lead. These are 1/32 ounce lures I'm making. I'm kind of low on everything I have, so I'm not going to be making a lot of everything. So I'm only going to be filling pretty much all these cups about halfway. I still got a ways to go on that there, but I'm not going to be filling everything up to the brim. But I'm also going to take it easy today, too. those spots look great, Remington. Yeah, he does an awesome job for me. And you know what, Remington? We only have one of those butterfly gummies left. What brand were those gummies, Remington? I'll have to see if my wife can find them somewhere, or if I could find them. I've been eating a gummy a day, and my wife's been eating a gummy a day too. Albanese? Huh. Let me write that down. Albanese gummies. Yeah, they're good. They're soft too. Yep, appreciate that. Thank you. They carry them at... Oh, they do? In a white bag? Yeah, I mean, I eat gummies every so often. But, I mean, I like them. Yeah, they're really good. Good stuff. How much? I only bought like, I think it was 40 or 50 pounds. It wasn't a whole lot. I have to cut it down because it's in these pipes. Yeah, they cut it down for me a little bit. But I have to get my big snippers and cut them down. I have these big old shears that I'll use to... I have these that I use to cut them down. And then I have the big old, those tree branch cutters. And I'll cut the lead down into little squares that'll fit in the pot. I tried putting them in a pot, like a big long piece, and I didn't realize, and I totally forgot, heat rises, and I'm holding on to that, I burnt the heck out of myself probably about 6 years ago. And so anytime I do that now, I'll put the gloves on. But now I just basically just cut them down. You know, they're kind of hard on the hands though, but you know, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Remington bought me a pot a while back, and it's basically it's a ladle pot. There's no spigot underneath it or anything like that. And I'm gonna. He found it. He got a really good deal on Facebook, and I have to. That'll be called the Remington pot from now on. We need to put a little heat-treated plaque on there. Call it the Remington pot. Oh, thank you there, Stardusted. What am I making with? I am making chicken cacciatore. That's what I'm making today. Chicken cacciatore. A little bit of asparagus on the side. A little bit of cream noodles too with it. Now these are jig heads here. These are 1/32 ounce lures. These are for hand-tied baits. These are for lures, fishing lures. I do joke sarcastically, so you'll just have to put up with my sarcasm. I got my son and daughter-in-law coming in later on this afternoon. We're going to be going out to eat this evening. Her baby shower. She has 2 baby showers. One in Muskogee where she grew up at, and then she's going to have one here in town next week. Then her baby's due in about 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Still don't know the baby's name yet. Hopefully we'll find out little Delbert's name here pretty soon. Going to help set up a fly show tonight in Shepherdsville. Cool deal. Hey there, Panfish. Yep, it is a relaxing hobby. It is very relaxing. I love my job. I'm very fortunate to have my hobby become my business. Just living the jig boy lifestyle. How did you do it? How did I do what? That's a cool business. Yes, it is. As a discipline, a work ethic to have a successful business like yours. Yep, they don't. There's a lot of people that they'll make a couple of bucks off this, and then they'll end up drinking it or smoking it. I've noticed. I've seen a lot of people go in this business, and they're drunks, and they'll drink away all the profits. That's a bad hook right there. Yep. Hey there, Spunky. Now it's when I went full time into this, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat it like a business. I'm gonna treat it like my job. I'm gonna put in at least 8 hours a day, and I'm gonna make something of it. But we have pretty unusual conversations when I'm at a place, and like at church, people ask, some people ask what I do for work, and I'm like, oh, I make fishing lures for a living. And they're like, really? You can actually do that, make a living? I'm like, yeah. It's not a rich and luxurious lifestyle that I live, but yeah, I make fishing lures for a living. Hey there, hot dog. Welcome in. Yeah, you gotta pump out the orders too. Yep, that's my thinking. There is, I know when I put in an order, whether it be whatever it be, Amazon, whether it be eBay, or I want I I how would I say? Yeah, I have patience, but I get really impressed when I put in an order and then like a couple hours later, you know, it's I get the email telling me my order has been shipped, which I know in reality it's sitting in their building, but I always got impressed with that. Um, Early on, I was basically just doing custom orders, and I would tell people 2 weeks out, and I always got their orders out a lot faster than the 2 weeks, and uh, people were really impressed with that, and I always I want to get things done. I would rather, unless I have a planned fishing trip, you know, there's some days in the past where it's like, what am I doing here? I need to go fishing, but I don't like leaving orders just sitting there. So a lot of times, you know, I want to get that order out because I know the customer is expecting it, and there will be no rest until all orders are shipped out. So, yep. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Do you do charters, or is it mainly money from lures? Money from lures. Every so often, somebody will. I've had a couple of people pay me to go fishing, but it's not like a guided fishing trip. They just want to hang out in the boat with me, and we've had somebody come in from the Washington D.C. area. He, golly, he just kept throwing money at me. I thought, and that was the first time I took on a person like that they just wanted to go fishing with me. This person was from Maryland, and nice guy. He's actually from Oklahoma, and I wasn't expecting anything, and you know, he he asked if we can go fishing. I'm like, yeah, we go fishing, and so we planned a date to go, and he worked for, I can't remember if it's American Airlines or something like that, where he could fly virtually anywhere for free, you know, and he ended up giving me a really nice tip, I guess if you're going to call it that. And we had another guy come over from Denver, Colorado. He just wanted to fish with me one day, and I took him out for about half a day, and I wasn't expecting anything, but um, they took care of me, I guess. No, I don't really want to do charters or anything like that. I think at my age and with me being in the physical condition I'm in, I just can't, go and okay, we're gonna go fishing every day, and I'm gonna put people on my boat so I could put them on fish. I just can't. My health is not the greatest these days. Let's see. Cooper, I've been trying to find your channel for months, man. Keep up the content. Also love the well, cool. Thank you. Yep, welcome back. Yep. We've been having a lot of people float over from TikTok. And I do TikTok once a day. And there's no set time I go on. And sometimes we get 500, 600, in some cases we get more, we get a lot of people. But in some cases, we'll get a couple hundred, and then it'll kind of simmer down to 15 or 20. They haven't been pushing my algorithm a whole lot on TikTok. It used to be I'd get, a couple thousand people watching me pour lead. But not anymore. Hey there, Waffle. How you doing there? Yeah, TikTok became too much like the home shopping network, and they want people to promote TikTok shop and stuff like that. We tried that for a little bit, and we were like, yeah, this is crazy. We're not. I like when somebody puts in an order that I get paid. The money's going to go in the bank tonight or whenever. This whole bit about me waiting 3 weeks or a month to get paid, I don't really care for that. You can't keep good accounting when you do that. Yep, welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. YouTube has been so much better. I mean, we're not getting the big numbers. I mean, at times we've had 2,000 people on here, but we're not getting the huge numbers that we got on TikTok. But financially, it's really good. On a live stream, I'll make 30 to 50 cents, even if nobody throws out a gift. And if I repost the live stream, people will watch, and and they'll have to sit through the commercials or whatever. But sometimes I'll make about 30 to 50 cents on on a live stream video that I post up. And I never got anything like that on Facebook or TikTok. But we're getting more and more people over from TikTok. They're coming over and they liked watching me, like watching the live streams. And so they'll come over, like Renee, Kimberly, some of those other people. And then we get like Pontoon Jody, who did a lot of her stuff over on TikTok, and now she's doing a lot more stuff over here on YouTube. Which is good to have Pontoon Jody. Jody's a good gal. Her and Mr. James, Cool Cats Fishing. Just really good people. Yep. Welcome, Ann. Thanks for the kind words. Ah, yeah. She's still in here. Yeah, they run a pretty clean program. You know, you don't have to worry about any grotesqueness, or, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, any strange stuff going on. They do what they do. They talk to the people on their live streams. You know, there's great days that they're catching a lot of fish, and there's other days they're not catching as much, but they're, you know, they're keeping the conversation going. They do talk to the people on the channel, and that's, you know, what a live creator is supposed to do. Is it's not all about them, you know. And that's something I've learned throughout the years, is there's a lot of people that care for me and appreciate me, and I care for them, and the day-to-day stuff that they're going through, and you guys get to watch me every day, and you get to see the stuff I go through, you know. Yep, you have a great day too, Stardust. Stardust did. Okay, we're going to go on over to the pill heads. We're going to do some 1/16 ounce pill heads. We got enough there for a couple of days, so we're going to... Those will probably get cleaned off tomorrow. We need some pill heads. Pill heads, where's my pill head? Yep, that's all we have left in there. We're going to try to fill that dude up. We need a bunch of those suckers. Got some hidden ones. Any of them playing hide and seek? Yeah, we got one in there. Okay, people ask all the time, where do I get my hooks? I get my hooks from Shorty's Hooks. If you ever need like boxes of 1,000 hooks, go to Shorty's. You can find them online. Get their phone number, call them up, tell them that I sent you to them. Yeah, it would work. Yep. We get a lot of guys that use our rods for saltwater fishing. They do use them for saltwater fishing. We get a lot of guys that use them for bank fishing. Okay, we're only going to be pouring one side because we don't need the bait keepers on these. We do not need the bait keepers. Yeah, the striker rods are on sale right now. You can get a really good price on them. We do only charge like 32 bucks for shipping. 32 bucks for shipping. That's not a whole lot. Yep. They're great rods. They're not the psychedelic colors or anything like that. They do have a green tip on them that does show up under a black light, and they do work really good at night for fishing. You can see them pretty clearly. We've had people catch fish over 100 pounds with those rods. They are medium action, medium heavy, and you can get big fish with them. They are a two-piece also, so you could break them down. We went with the two-piece first. They're just easier to lug around. You can break them down. You can put them, in the back seat of your pickup or your car. You can put them in your trunk. I've always seen people drive by because we live on a lake road. They got rods hanging out their windows. A couple years back, I had one of my friends had his rods in the back of the pickup, and he went into Walmart, came back out, they were stolen. These here are 1/16 ounce on a number 4 hook. And then our Ninja rods, we do have a 4-footer, and then we do have a 7-foot pole. 7-foot is a 2-piece, and they're both ultralight rods. You can use them for catching bluegill, crappie, trout. We even have a few people that'll ice fish with them. But we got a lot of people that fish with our 4-foot pole. They'll fish indoors with it at an indoor facility. And there's a lot of people doing that these days. They're fishing at the indoor dock. break these dudes down. And those will get eyes on them. I never went past the barb with those hooks doing this. No, I never have. I got poked a bunch of times, but I've been very fortunate to never have the barb in me. Knock on wood. I'm not superstitious by any means, but it doesn't hurt to knock on wood. Yeah, I always handle it like that. That way. Ooh. Ooey, chewy, Louie. Ow. I always handle it where I'm not going to get poked, and sometimes I do. I have more. I get poked with the little bitty hooks more often than these number 4s. Number 4 is a small hook, but the number 6 hooks, the number 8 hooks, number 10s, a lot of times I get poked on those because I'll pull it apart sometimes, thinking that it's come loose, and then I'll poke myself. Hey there, Wolf. But I try to watch out. You get to do it so long, you kind of know how to handle things, I guess. But I've been poked. Sometimes when I get, there'll be blood that comes out. Not a whole lot, but a lot of times I have sanitizer here, Band-Aids, things like that. I get my tetanus shot every year. This last year they wanted to give me a tetanus shot, and they also wanted to give me the COVID shot. I'm like, no, you guys. And I had it done at the pharmacy. They didn't do that at the doctor's office. You guys can have that COVID shot. Let's see. Bless you. Thank you. Yep, tap the screen and subscribe. Please. Please subscribe. Let's see. Not getting Fauci ouchie. Yeah. Getting back to work. I love watching. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you guys a bunch. Yeah, you don't hear much about that fella anymore. I tell you, that was a weird time. I've never experienced anything like that before. Weird time. I hope we never have to go through that again. Hey there, Auntie. Welcome in. Yep, you have a great day, man. These are fishing lures that I'm doing here, fishing lures. These are going to end up getting tied up. And they'll look something like that. They'll have, we got a lot of different colors. A lot of different colors of lures. I'm just going to let you guys know that anything that's ordered today will probably go out on Tuesday. There's a slight possibility something will go out tomorrow, but Monday is a holiday. Monday's a holiday. In fact, I tell everybody, if you order on Friday, you know, don't expect it to be shipped out that day or even that Saturday, because sometimes Saturdays we get, sometimes it's family time. Ooh, I'm gonna have a gap in that one there. Oh, good, it didn't pour. I didn't squeeze down on the mold here. These are 1/16 ounce, and they're pill heads. They're gonna get eyes on them after they're painted up. They do have a number 4 hook in them. Okay, let's do some break-offs. Okay, that's what that looks like right there. This wasted piece will go back in the mold or in the pot. So there's a lot that goes into these. And I mean, it is hard work. It's not the easiest work in the world, but you know, there's a lot of work that goes into these. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to spend a lot of time painting heads, trying to get ahead on the future orders coming in. I know we're going to get some refill orders coming soon. Do welcome you guys in here. Let's see. Hello. Good morning. Hey, Raphael. I'm doing today. I'm doing good today. Doing good. Just pouring a bunch of heads here. We've been getting a lot of the Florida stores are getting 16th ounce. 16th ounce. Some of them have gotten the 8th ounce. I don't know how well they're selling there. We've already had one refill order. On February the 21st, I will be at Shields All Sports. We'll be there for the Fish Fest. We were there last year. We got to meet with a lot of customers. We got to answer questions. I think I might tie lures this year. Last year we just sat at a table. Welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's doing great. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Saturday to some of the other guys that are out on the other side of the world. These are number 4 hooks I'm putting in. When we do the bait keepers, we put a number 2 hook, a little bit bigger of a hook. And with the bait keeper, there's no telling what size plastic bait they're going to put on there. So I always go with a little bit bigger of a hook. Okay, we need some more hooks. Yeah, let me just go with them all. Welcome in. Hey there, Boone. Yeah, I check up all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I've never tested positive. The only thing I've tested positive for is my enduring love for my sweet wife. Yeah, my doctor will always ask me if I've been drinking lead or snorting it or anything like that. If I've been eating any lead sandwiches, because her husband works with lead. He works at a foundry where they work with lead all the time, and so she knows all about lead poisoning and all that. It's easy to get lead poisoning if you're not careful with it, and it's hard to get lead poisoning if you're careful with it. That's always my tip for people. Always work in a well-ventilated space. Don't ever touch things that are hot. And don't go making a lot of dust. You get these people that are grinding their heads. And they're like zzz, just grinding them, and lead dust is going everywhere. Let's see here. Yeah, it takes a lot of lead. It does. Yeah. You got to have you got to get lead dust in like one of your arteries if you cut yourself. Or you got to inhale a lot. Oh, man. But now we get people in here that are telling me I'm poisoning the earth and all kinds of stuff like that. It's like, that's where lead comes from, the earth. Everybody has some traces of lead in them. There's traces of lead within every human's body. There's just, when people aren't careful with working with lead, that's where trouble happens. The main thing is when you get to lead, and sometimes we get these rolls of lead that have sheetrock on the back of it and adhesives. That's more dangerous than the actual lead itself, because those fumes, if you're not having a ventilation system, which we do. We have a ventilation system, and when I do that kind of lead, and a lot of times I'll have the windows open to let the air, let the shop breathe out. That exposure is a lot more harmful because you got all those toxins in the adhesives. Like, it'd be like having liquid nails and putting that in your melting pot. You got all kinds of fumes and stuff in that. When you're doing tire weights and you're melting down tire weights, there's always tar and petroleums that are in that lead that'll create smoke. So we do have a ventilation system here, and I do have a pretty wide open spot. We had somebody call, I guess you call them the lead police or whatever. We had somebody call when I was on TikTok a long time ago. They called the authorities over to come check on me. They came over and looked. They said, we don't see anything wrong here. Keep up the good work. But there are some states that you can't pour any lead. They don't allow you to pour lead. They're very left-leaning in their ideology. And they just don't want people to be pouring lead. Oh, you too? I was too. Yep. I was licensed and certified to work with that. Yep. Yeah, same here. We were always checked too at work. I did inspections for homes you know, and, you know, people doing renovations on homes, and I would do lead testing and check houses for lead. And a lot of the old houses had lead. They had the lead weights for the windows. They had lead paint. And so I never got lead poisoning though. They would have the people come in to do the demolition and renovations. They would come in wearing the hazmat suits and masks and all that. But that's because there was going to be lead dust thrown everywhere. But yeah, I had to get certified to work with that company. It's a pretty interesting class I had to sit through. I got certified to work like around asbestos and mold, all that kind of stuff. Got to tell, the difference between what molds were in houses. I mean, no mold is good in any house, but there's some harmful molds in some of these houses. These again are 1/16 ounce, no bait keeper or anything on them. They're made for tying lures. We get a few people that will use these on plastic baits. They'll put super glue on their hook before they put their plastic on there. Places where it is used for drinking water makes sense to ban lead. There's the lead in a lot of water. In most of the places I've lived in, the water companies will send out like a mailer saying that the water's been tested. And whether it was in Florida, North Carolina, Texas, California, Oklahoma, there's always a trace of lead in the water. There's always traces of lead. It has a certain point to where it becomes harmful. And that's not just because there's lead pipes. You know, lead pipes do attribute a little bit to lead being in the water, but most places I've lived in, even in California, yeah, and you can always go to the water company and ask, you know, what the latest test results were. A lot of times they'll give you the results. There's some places where people have gotten poisoned, but it wasn't lead poisoning. It was some other solution in their water, chemical in their water. That's with all these chicken farms here in Oklahoma and Arkansas. A lot of people have been trying to get these chicken companies to clean out the waterways because there's too much chicken waste going in the water systems. The war, yeah, yep, you got a lot of them. We are very fortunate here in the U.S. You go to some of these other nations, like in South America and parts of Asia, you got people taking their baths in the local waterways, washing their clothes. You got all kinds of pollution and debris in the water. We have life pretty easy up here. Yeah, yeah, that's a big thing there. It just gotten to the point where something that was started to be a good thing has ended up being a bad thing. And it happens with a lot of organizations. It happens with churches too. You know, you got something that was established for good, made for good, and then ends up being a bad thing. I'm not saying that about all churches. I'm just saying, you know, in regards to institutions and organizations. I worked for an organization years ago that they would get government supplements and funding, and they decided to buy all the managers' Cadillacs. That was a long time ago. Hey, Renee, how's it going there? I wouldn't necessarily say that, Boone. Is it harder to melt steel? Yes, probably. Yep. You got to have a higher temperature. I guess can't cut the steel that easily too. Yep. A lot of 1/16. We go through them like crazy. We've been selling a bunch with eyes. We sell a whole lot more jigs with eyes than we do without eyes. People love their eyes. They are pretty. They are pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm glad we were able to get all these orders out to the tackle stores. I have a feeling we're going to get another order or two this upcoming week. So I want to be prepared and have enough jig heads. Yep, welcome in, guys. Appreciate everybody in here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Today, I'm not going to tie any jigs for the most part. Bunch of lead pouring. We do make all of our own heads here. We don't farm any of that stuff out. This here's a 1/16 ounce. Slowly getting it filled up. Slowly, slowly. We got a lot of football going on this weekend. Last night I got to watch the Thunder play against Houston. Hey there, Victoria. Let's see, what was that? Have you tried drop shooting? What is drop shooting? Doing drop shots? I've never made drop shots. I've made eggs drop, and that left a mess there. Is it? Yeah, it has bait keepers on the other side. Yep. Bait keepers on the other side. Bait keepers on the other side. The ones with the bait keepers, I use a larger hook, and even if I did a number 4 hook like these, I couldn't do both sides at the same time. If I did these with a number 6 hook, I could do both sides at the same time. Oh yeah, it has a bait keeper on the other side. Yeah, I wish I had the mold just a little bit wider. Then I could do both sides at the same time, but what happens is the hooks will crisscross, or they'll bump into each other, and then the mold won't close. Good morning. Who is that there? That Mr. Clint? Is that Mr. Clint Eastwood? How you doing there, Clint? Yep, last night Wayman was the winner of the ninja pole. He's going to be getting him a 4-foot ninja pole. Foot ninja pole. So we'll be doing the drawing again here in a couple of weeks. We're going to give away another ninja pole, and then we'll give away some more lures too. We'll do some more lures too. Let's see. Yeah, good now that I'm here. And let's see. How's the weather over there, Victoria? Is it chilly willy? is a Chilly Willy over there. I know it's chilly here. Looks like we'll have to get one for my dad for his birthday. Oh, cool. Yep. Hey there, wee man. Doing great. Yep. How old is your dad gonna be? Your dad's probably about my age. And happy birthday to your dad. '56 in July. Oh man, he's younger than me. Tomorrow I may work also on getting my new bird feeder up. My mother-in-law got me a bird feeder for Christmas. It has a camera and everything on it. Looks pretty cool. Let's see. Yep, we do have braid. We do have mono. I don't have mono, but we do sell monofilament fishing lines. Okay, let me stand up real fast. Gotta stand up. Gotta stretch out. Okay. Got to get a lot of heads made up. Appreciate all the likes. I see all the little hearty hearts going up. Appreciate you guys being in here. Man, we've been able to keep at least 40 people in the live stream the whole time. We bounced over 100 a few times. Okay, let's clean some of the lead off the top. Get some of that, skim off some of the bad stuff. Again, I do appreciate everybody in here. Thank you for the likes. We're up to 59 likes. I'm hoping to get 100 likes here by 6 or 7 p.m. tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think we're going to get 100 likes in here. These here are 1/16 ounce jig heads that I'm doing. They are pill heads. They're going to get eyes on them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we got 78 people in here, guys. Thank you guys for dropping in. Make sure to drop a like. Make sure to drop a subscribe, too. Drop a sub. And I do appreciate you guys coming in. These are Mustad sickle hooks. They are a number 4 hook. The lures I make will catch crappie, trout, perch, walleye, saugeye, skipjack, all kinds of fish. All kinds of fish. These heads will get painted, they'll get eyes, and they may even look like this when they're done. Hey there, Deborah. How's it going? How's that ankle? Is that right? I don't know. I can't remember if it was an ankle that you had hurt. We're just all in here chilling. Right now I'm breaking off these heads here. Make sure to subscribe here, and I do go live pretty much every day. I do run a pretty clean show. We get a lot of young people that watch. Okay, I'm going to take a little break here. I'm going to go grab me a bite to eat, go clean up my hands, grab me a bite to eat, and I hope to be back here soon. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. We'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Thank you again for watching. You guys have a great day. Goodbye, and God bless you guys. See you in a little bit.